What up, YouTube? It's your boy JusRzd, and today we are tapping back in with another edition of Raised Reviews. It's been a minute since I reviewed something. Actually, The Last of Us season 2 was the last thing I reviewed. But today we're talking Ironheart. First 3 episodes. So let's get into it.
Woke up this morning, feeling that shine. Whole team got the glow. You can see it in the stride. Got me feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Got me feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Yeah.
Now this one's gonna be spoilery free because it's only the first 3 episodes. The whole series hasn't been released as of yet, so we're just talking about the first 3 episodes. The first 3 episodes were actually dope. They were actually dope. We got a good look at what Riri has been up to since Wakanda Forever. We got to see what she's been doing. We got to see some of her history, some of her family history, some of her family and friend functionality, and just how she functions with her family and friends and how they function with her. And it was just interesting to see her home life, to see her life at school, to see what she's been up to see how she's pretty much adjusted to life outside of Wakanda Forever. And it was really dope. The first 2 episodes were great setups to what was going to transpire throughout the rest of the series. Now, we've only seen 3 episodes. 3rd episode's fire. I ain't gonna hold you. The first 2 episodes, they had certain moments where it dragged a little, just a little bit, not too much. Not too much where it's just like, oh my god, come on. But it a little bit. But I liked it. I like the way they told Riri's story. I like the way they showed her history. Shout out to all the actors involved. Of course, Anthony Ramos and what is her name? Dominique Thorne, which are pretty much the 2 leads. Shout out to the young lady who plays her mother, who plays Riri's mother, who plays Riri's best friend, and also who plays Riri's stepfather. They did a phenomenal job. They allowed you to really feel Riri. Them in the script allowed you to really feel Riri's like family friend dynamic at home. Even the young brother that was her best friend, Natalie's brother. Even he was cool. You know what I mean? Like he was a good semblance of somebody to like really be there for Riri and that really cared about Riri. The artwork has been fired. The CG, as far as their television shows are concerned, wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. It was actually one of the better CG'd showcases in their television debuts. The Ironheart suit was dope. The way they showed her and her different montages, piecing it together, the different characters. Shout out to the guy who plays Joe McGillicuddy. If you know, you know. Shout out to him and his backstory. He acted very well on his parts as well. And shout out to the crew. The crew with Anthony Ramos, his cousin, doing a great job. The rest of the crew's cool too, but his cousin is really putting it on, really selling it. The first 3 episodes, man. One thing I will say about this particular show, I'm not gonna be super long with it. Like I said, this is the spoilery-free edition of the first 3 episodes. I'll get into full spoilers when we talk about the last 3 episodes, and I just give my overall for the whole show. But the music choices in this particular show, chef's kiss. Like I would say Miss Marvel and Ironheart to me have probably the best musical choices in their shows. And it's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. Yeah, Ms. Marvel and Ironheart probably have the best music and the best soundtrack to their TV shows that are on Disney Plus. So I think that's dope. Just the different cues. We had Shaka Khan, we had Alanis Morissette, we had so many different choices. Musically, they were all over the spectrum, which I thought was dope because it was a good representation of Riri. And even she said it in an episode where she was just like, they were listening to Alanis Morissette. She was like, turn it up. The person was like, I didn't peg you for an Alanis Morissette fan. She was like, well, I'm what you would least expect, for lack of better words. Like I'm a broad brush, and I paint with broad strokes. But anyway, I just thought it was dope musically. For this particular show to have been shelved, well, I ain't gonna say shelved. Well, it kind of was, to have been done, shot, edited, all that, and then shelved for a few years. This show doesn't actually feel like, at least in the first 3 episodes, it doesn't really feel like how Disney shot the previous Marvel TV shows to me. Like, it feels a little different. It feels a little unique. And I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. I thought that was probably my biggest fear going into this particular show, was that I don't know, because I know they changed right around the time they were doing Echo. They started to change how they approach their TV shows, and instead of approaching them like a 6-hour movie, they brought in some of the old Marvel TV crew and allowed them to kind of show run situations and let them kind of structure TV shows back properly. Because a TV show is not a 6-hour movie. It's an actual TV series. You got to build stuff. You got to set stuff up. You got to have stuff working in the background while stuff's going on in the front. Like, it's certain stuff you got to do that's different than trying to do a movie. So I'm glad that they changed the way they approached it. Daredevil Born Again was better for it. Agatha All Along was better for it. Even Echo was better for it. And now we have Ironheart, and Ironheart feels good. In the first 3 episodes, it really feels good. It's really, really dope, in my opinion. And I'm saying that as a person who didn't think it was gonna be dope. Well, I ain't gonna say I didn't think it was gonna be dope. I didn't want to go in there with super high expectations because I didn't know, with it being shelved for a couple years, I didn't know what measure it was gonna be at. But I will say I was pleasantly surprised, and I thoroughly enjoyed the first 3 episodes. I'm excited to see the last 3 episodes, to see how this concludes. Episode 3, like I said, is all gas. It picks up in episode 3. Not that it was going super slow in episode 1 and 2, but it picks up in episode 3. And so I'm interested to see how they resolve the issues they set up in the first 3 episodes and what new issues are going to occur in the last 3 episodes. But I'm excited and I'm here for it. And I'm locked in. So let me know in the comments below how you feel about Ironheart. The first 3 episodes, episode 1 through 3. We can definitely have a spoiler-free discussion in the comments. And also let me know in the comments below if this spoiler-free review has encouraged you to watch it. Will you be watching it? Will you add it to your watch list? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that way you can be notified anytime we drop a new video on the channel, which is every day. So stay tapped in, stay locked in, stay tuned in, and never forget, it's free soul to the soul free. Let's get it.